Hey guys, welcome back. In this video I want to talk about this little experiment I'm going to do starting with my next oil change on this car. This is the 2010 Mercury Grand Marquis I got in November of 2018, and next month it's going to be 6 months, so that means it's going to be due for an oil change. Even though the owner's manual says the oil change interval is 7,500 miles and I've only driven it about 3,000 miles, I'm still going to do it because it said to do it every 6 months regardless of mileage. And I'll give you a quick little tip on how I keep track of my oil change intervals when I do them. This is the door jamb here, and what I do is I make these little stickers with my label maker, and I put on there when I changed the oil and did the tire rotations, and I'll give you a shot of that. So that helps me keep track of that stuff at a quick glance. And I'll give you a quick shot of the engine. Ever since I put these lights in here, I really like working on the here a lot more, and even just looking at it. Okay, enough of that. Let's get right into this. So what I'm going to be doing for my next oil change, I'm going to be switching oil brands. This is what I was using, the Motorcraft 520 synthetic blend oil. This is $19.22, and I've been using this oil since 2004. Never had a problem with it. It's good stuff. But the reason I want to try something different is because 2 months ago I saw a video that was made by Scotty Kilmer, and he talked about this oil from Amazon Basics, and he raved about it. He said it was pretty good because it was the highest rated oil with the SN Plus rating, and it was half the cost of high performance redline racing engine oil. And he did some research on it, and it met all of the API, American Petroleum Institute, certifications and approvals and ratings, and he found out that it was made and produced by a company called Warren Distributing Industries, or Warren Distribution. And so 1 month after that, I found a video that was put out by Project Farm. I think his name is Darren, and he tested this oil. This is the Supertech full synthetic 5W20, and it's got the same SN Plus rating, so it's the highest rated oil you can get right now, but it's only $15.98 for a 5-quart jug. So I mean, that right there is the cheapest full synthetic oil I've ever seen. And so he tested it head to head with the Redline racing oil, and he put it through his lubricity testers. He put it through his cooking, where he cooks the oil in coffee pots to see how much of it burns off, and then he put it in a freezer to check how well they flow at freezing temperatures, and it performed pretty well. I was pretty shocked that it did so well, being that it costs, you know, half of what, or more than half of what the premium Redline racing oil was. So I thought I'd give it a shot and see how it did. Now the second part of this experiment is I'm going to be adding a fuel additive, and this is what I picked based on some research I did on the internet. It's called Lucas Upper Cylinder Lubricant with injector cleaner and fuel conditioners. And I've read review after review of people raving about this product, about how well it cleans the fuel injectors and the upper part of the cylinders, and protects the fuel pump from premature wear out by lubricating it and lubricating the entire fuel system and cleaning the fuel injectors. But really the only reason I'm interested in using this product is solely just to see if it increases miles per gallon. So a couple of months ago I had to take a trip up north, and it was going to be a non-stop all highway driving trip, and it gave me the perfect opportunity to measure my fuel economy, my miles per gallon, driving on the highway at a constant speed with the cruise control set. And so what I did is I went out and I filled the car up, and then I drove 172.7 miles, and then when I got back I refueled with 6.58 gallons, and that gave me 26.246 miles per gallon. And I did that on February 19th. So that is going to be my baseline miles per gallon with this Motorcraft oil and no fuel additive. So the one downside of this product is once you start using it, and if you see any improvements in miles per gallon, you basically have to keep using it. You have to keep buying it, keep using it. So I didn't know if that was going to make any sense to spend money on this, or if it was going to pay for itself, or if it was going to be worth it. So what I did is I made this little chart to see if it would make sense for me. And in order to make sense of how much this is going to cost me, or how much it can, what benefits it can provide, I made this. And so this is called my wishful thinking estimates. And I did this based on driving 15,000 miles per year. And so with my current highway miles per gallon of 26.25 miles per gallon, it's going to take 571.4 gallons of gasoline to drive that mileage. So based on all of the reviews, they're projecting I get 2 miles per gallon better. So 28.25 miles per gallon driving 15,000 miles per year should only use 531 gallons of gasoline. So that's a projected fuel reduction of 40.4 gallons, which is a projected savings of $141.40, and that's based on $3.50 per gallon of gasoline in my area of Northern California. That's what it is right now. So how much is it going to cost to run this Lucas fuel additive? And I got it from Walmart with the oil, and the additive was $23.99. My oil filter was $3.97, and the SuperTech oil was $15.98 for a 5-quart jug. And I bought 2 of them because, you know, the cars take 6-quart crankcase. So after tax, the Lucas is going to cost $25.76 a gallon, or 20 cents an ounce. And according to the Lucas's recommendation of how much this stuff you're supposed to use, is you're supposed to use 1.5 ounces of Lucas fuel additive for every 5 gallons of gasoline. So in order to treat 531 gallons of gasoline for the year, for that 15,000 miles, it's going to take 160 ounces, or 1.25 gallons, or $32.20. So that's going to bring down my adjusted projected savings to $109.20 per year. Now, $120 or $109 per year is not much. What are you going to do with that? You're probably not even going to see that difference. But I thought this would be a fun little experiment to do to see if this stuff actually works. Now, when it comes to putting that 1.5 ounces of this Lucas in the tank per 5 gallons is going to be pretty tricky. This is a 1 gallon bottle, and in order to pour this into the gas tank from this bottle, that could be pretty tricky with a funnel. So I researched what people did, and some people put it in a smaller container and then put it in the gas tank. Some people even get those syringes for mixing premix oil into their weed eaters and little small engines. But what I did is I found these bottles at Walmart, of course, and I removed the wrapping on here. I think this was gas treatment or fuel injector cleaner, and it was only 97 cents. I was almost positive that stuff wasn't going to work, so I dumped the product in my waste oil bottle. I'm going to dispose of it. So basically I wasted 97 cents just so I could have this bottle. And what you can see, what I did is I measured out this bottle. Originally this was a 6-ounce bottle, and so what I did is I marked off 2 ounces for this one, and you can see I got 2 ounces of Lucas in there. So this should treat 5 gallons. Oh no, I said 1.5. 1.5 ounces treats 5 gallons. But the good thing about this product is there's no side effects or no issues if you over-treat. And the reason why I'm going to use 2 ounces to treat 5 gallons is because this stuff is so thick, it's like maple syrup. When I'm putting this in the gas tank, there's going to be some left in the bottle. So I'm wasting, half an ounce per 5 gallon, but I want to make sure I get all of the benefits of the fuel savings. And if it does work, then I'll back it down to 1.5 ounces. And so I've got 4 ounces in this bottle, and then I've got 6 ounces in this bottle. And the reason why I did 3 bottles is because sometimes I just want to fill up or top off with 5 gallons or top up with 10 gallons. But this is primarily what I'm going to be using, is this 6-ounce bottle, because when the low fuel light comes on in the car, I've noticed it will take anywhere between 15.1 to 15.5 gallons until the gas pump clicks off. So that's how I'm going to get it in the tank. And I want to read this bottle to you real quick here. It says it's going to clean and lubricate injectors, fuel pumps, valve seats, compression rings, combustion chamber, carburetor, upper cylinder walls for use in carbureted or fuel injected engines, gasoline or diesel. Lubricates the cylinder walls for easier piston travel, less ring wear, and more fuel economy. For use in all climates, contains nothing that could be harmful or useless. Contains no solvents, kerosene, or diesel fuel. Yeah, those are all nice things, but really I'm only interested in the miles per gallon increase. Okay, that's pretty much it. Oh, one more thing. The reviews of this product said that in order to see the net increase in the fuel mileage, you need to run 3 complete tankfuls of treated gas through the car. So it's going to be, I'm going to have to run 3 full tanks of gas through this, and then I'll have to take another trip up north to do one of my non-stop highway trips. So it'll be 99% highway driving, cruising at that 66 miles per hour with the cruise control set, so that I can get an accurate reading to compare it with this baseline run I did back in February, to keep all of the conditions exactly the same. Okay, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.